I love this because I'm in this business for over 30 years. Starting with just bicycle stands, then made those bicycle stands intelligent for normal bikes. But now, what has happened? Since 10 years, we have smart technology. We have electric bikes. And we have people who want to share products. So now, we can have much better quality products in a less amount, and we could get rid of many cars, because imagine you take just one particular place where a car is parked. In this particular place you can put 8 sharing bikes. 8 sharing bikes may be used by 80 people a day. Your city will be much more livable. Bike sharing is used by people who love to ride a bike, or who in one way or another see the advantage of having a bike. You start with people who do it for fun. Others do it because they take care of the environment. And maybe people who are in a car and who end up in traffic jam every day, after a while they see all these people passing by on the bike when they're standing in line, and then they might go on a bike because they win time. There is no age distinction in bike sharing, but in many countries, like in the Northern European countries, children learn to cycle when they're even 2 years old. In other countries, it's not part of the culture, but they learn it. They start using the bike because they have to, no matter what age. But the younger people adapt biking more than the older, because you have to learn it. It has to be part of your normal behavior. In my point of view, there are several ways why you could introduce or should introduce bike sharing systems. The first one could be economic. It's making money, or even better, save costs. The second one is what we have now, is to make your city more sustainable, more livable. And the third one is to make it more attractive. People say hello to each other, your city is nicer to be, it's safer, and it's more or less city marketing. The choice of the system depends on the density of your city. If you have a high dense city, then people will move from one place to another, maybe short distances, and then your density should be every 250, 500 meters you need stations. But if you have stations used for getting from public transport to work, then you might have fewer stations, and then people go from public transport to maybe an industry area and back again. Then you need less stations. You can introduce bike sharing in almost every city, but you have to make choices. If you have a city with wide roads, with much traffic, you have to prepare bicycle lanes. If you have an old city, then it's perfect. With the bike you can get into the old town. If you have a city with lots of tourists, maybe you have bicycle lanes among the coast or in the nicest areas of your city. The other system is free float, where you have less quality bikes, non-organized, everywhere in the city. And in fact, those systems are not about bike sharing, it's more collecting data, because everybody who uses the system has to give their identity to the provider. Installed stations are connected wireless to the World Wide Web, same as the users with their smartphone. All the information is going to a back office, so the user can say, I want a bike and it's in a particular place. They make a reservation or they go there, get the bike using the app, cycle wherever they want. On their way they can lock the bike, because bikes can be provided with a smart lock. They're still renting. If they bring the bike back to a station, then the renting ends. In the station, if you have electric bikes, they will be charged automatically, nowadays even with wireless induction technique. The operational costs are expensive because it happens every day. You have to repair your bikes. So buy a good bike which you do not have to repair. You have to service your bikes. You have to communicate with your clients. And you have to take care of the system. Every day. You also have to move bikes from one station to another. The steps you have to take to introduce bike sharing, they start with political commitment and budget. Second, prepare your public space for cycling, make it safe, bicycle lanes, etc. Number 3, communicate to your society what you want to do and how they can use the system. And last but not least, start off with a pilot, because the proof of the pudding is in the eating, and riding a bike starts with using the bike for the first time and feel all the profits.